Wow.
All right.
We're missing someone.
Wow.
Someone
Whoa.
got deleted.
Yeah. All right. What's up, boyo?
I don't know. I don't remember what's happening.
Clothing for Nick is I think he just did out all of his September stuff too. I was like, I'm gonna hit him with all these at once. Let's hit him with the August and the September ones all at once. That way he can just kind of have those done, yeah. And he could have a more mellow September.
Well, might be busy, I guess. We got some adventuring to do, it seems.
Yeah. But it makes it so there's less attacking on the kingdom or whatever. Which is nice. Okay.
Well,
I'm just looking for anything that's Tesla related before we get started, just so I'm not caught off guard with what we're doing.
My God, my consumption's at -2.
It's exciting. You
sound very excited.
Yeah, thank you. I don't think we've done this one for you yet. Okay. So there's one that's undone. These are all played out.
There's a sneaky extra person that joined below.
Bro, I only got one for you.
Yeah, well, I did, I think, most of mine last time. So.
Yeah, that's awesome. I literally only got one for you. That's August and September combined. I feel like I only got one for you. Yeah.
Well, listen, I'm going to be struggling myself. It's okay.
I'm just kidding. There's always more than one. All right.
Well, let's just, we probably won't really get to the, we probably will get to the events, but maybe we can,
Cool. So, ready for your opening parts?
Yeah.
Or at least get the mechanical stuff out of the way, and then we can save your events for next time. Unless we could blast through everything, which I find highly unlikely.
Unlikely. I guess a roll upkeep phase. Since I have, I can't fail it. So, I mean, I guess.
Do you have any unrest?
Nope.
Oh shit! I didn't even open up your clan. Can you just give me a second to get this pulled up? I'm so sorry.
No, you're good. I mean, I'm at a plus 87 stability against my control DC of 62.
So you can't fail anything you're saying, or just that one?
Just that one. I could fail loyalty. I can't. I can't fail it. Well, no, I wouldn't fail it. I just had to roll a luck to succeed. So.
Gotcha.
There's a chance of ever doing other stuff. So I guess should I just skip to the loyalty, or should we just roll dice though?
You still gotta roll the dice to keep it messing with it. All right.
I'm ready to roll.
Okay, I am putting it in solo now. I'm trying to make it so the chat can see the map. It just makes it ugly. Okay, cool. So you can go ahead and roll. This is going to be for your upkeep.
Yep, I succeed of 103.
Yeah, triple dig. It's twice now somebody's hit triple digits. That's exciting. Okay, cool.
Gain a BP.
Yep. Immediately after that, you are going to do your... Immediately after that, you're going to do your what's it called? Consumption, which I think you said you're at -1.
-2. So I get to the granary.
Yeah. How many granaries do you have? Just the one?
I have like 3.
Oh, really? Oh, that's right. Skull has a bunch of granaries.
Skull has 2.
Yeah, that's awesome. You really got to fill those up, buddy. Actually, did Nick have any granaries that he could have spent shit out of?
Does granary get any bonus to being next to a windmill? I feel like they do. Increases the stability.
Nick had a granary with 5 BP in it. Hey, does somebody want to ping Nick in Discord and ask him if he would have spent that 5 out of his granary and put it back into his bank? in case he needs it for next time.
Okay, so it seems like a windmill actually increases a granary's bonus to stability by +1. So I should be actually getting 2 more stability.
Why are you getting 2 more stability? Sorry.
A windmill
Mhm.
gives adjacent to a cistern or a granary increases the
Yep.
stability bonus provided by that building by +1.
You didn't already apply that?
No, I didn't know it did that. I just thought of it now. So
Gotcha.
I will add that to the miscellaneous bonus. Oh wait, that may be the miscellaneous bonus actually. Never mind.
It probably is.
Nope, it probably is. Yep, you are correct.
I thought we put that in there before. All right, cool.
You must have put it in. I wasn't. I didn't know about it.
All good, bro. You're good. All right,
Cool. Now
So,
I'm gonna do a royal.
You actually have
check.
stuff inside your granary, which is awesome. Now you're gonna do a magic item.
No, what is that? When's royal enforcer?
After. So magic
Cool.
items first.
Steve, roll me a D100. See if we get a magic item going. I got a lot of slots.
Yeah, you do.
That Academy really.
The problem is you got to increase your fucking base value, bro.
I'm trying, Scott, but I'm kind of busy trying to build an army now. It's above a 50, so I think that's a magic item.
Yes, that would be 7, 8. So 7, 6, 5, 4, 3. Yeah, you got to build some more shit, and of course your other stuff needs to finish. So I'm sorry. So that's a magic item. Yep. So go ahead and have them roll for it.
Yeah, continue rolling. See what you get. Another D100, I guess, to see what type of slot it is. Yeah, except that's in Arayoki, so that doesn't really help with anything.
Yeah, Adiyogi's base value is 125. You don't want anything getting made there. Yeesh.
Building is a slow process when I have a lot of unrest. It can let me make a siege weapon. That is correct, but that's not important at this exact moment. That will be made, but it's just not important.
But definitely
right now.
need it if you're going to be attacking Theron.
Yeah, I will have siege weapons.
The fucking mountains.
Well, luckily the city's in a plain. So. Yeah, just roll me another D100 and we can pass that off if you're having some internet connectivity.
Yeah, it's magic items. I always going to roll a bunch. So roll again. It's a minor item, right? Yeah.
It will most. I can get medium items or whatever, but I don't think I have the base value for it.
It has to be scroll or wondrous of minors, which is going to have to be out of your academy.
No, you're right.
Yeah. So since it's a scroll or wondrous, a low number is going to be a scroll. So make it a scroll. Roll again. This next roll not only defines what level it is, but if it's odd to be divine.
Shouldn't academies always produce arcane?
Is it an arcane academy? I'm pretty sure it's just an academy where you can study both faith or knowledge.
I guess. I don't know. To me, I guess a academy feels more arcane and then temple's divine. But
89. Odd to be divine. 89 is solid. That's a 2nd level spell. A little bit more, and you could have had a 3rd level spell. Anyway, so a 2nd level spell. And go ahead and roll for me again to know what 2nd level divine spell it is.
Rima can cast it, probably.
Oh yeah, that's a good point. Rima probably could. That would actually be beneficial for you if you bought it for her.
Depends.
All right, last roll.
It's like a moderate cure wounds. That'd be pretty sick as a scroll.
It would be for a myriad of reasons. Lesser restorations, things like that are all sexy.
Ooh, lesser restoration would be really useful.
Shield Other is a great one.
I mean,
love Flame Blade. Flame Blade's one of my personal favorites.
Oh, I think there's a wondrous item that lets you draw a Flame Blade, and I want to get Lenny to make that for Tesla.
Also, having scrolls can be used by Jorman to make magic items.
Oh, true, because it could be there for the crafting process.
Yeah, exactly. All right, Steve, where's that
really
last
cool.
D20 roll? If we don't get it in 5 seconds, Joey, roll for him.
If it's Flame Blade, okay? I got an item in mind, okay?
Cool.
There's a...
All right, Joey, roll it for him. His internet's being spotty. You can't blame him. Oh, no, he got it. Woo! 46. It's Fog Cloud.
Oh, I love that spell, but I can't
By the way,
cast it.
Flame Blade was 42. He was really close. Oh, yeah, did Joey
Ah,
also roll 46?
he did. Holy shit.
Wow, that was okay. That's crazy. I'm just gonna say because they both rolled a 46. It's a scroll with 2 fog clouds on it.
Okay.
It's a double fog cloud scroll.
Then scrolls. I can still have Lenny make this item. It's a wondrous item at some point. Fog cloud.
Okay, cool.
That is less useful on a scroll, I think.
You say that, but fog cloud can interrupt battlefields. So it can literally be used in mass combat.
It covers a 20-foot space.
No, 20-foot radius.
40-foot space. Yeah, cool. I mean, true. Bring Rima out on a battle against the Roan, and we fog cloud like 2 different areas.
That'd be 80-foot wide thing, and then archers shooting through it and whatnot. That'd be cool.
That's actually really good.
Right. All right, cool. Let's move past this. After that is now going to be the thing you were excited for, which is modify and rest. I know this doesn't. You don't have anything to.
Oh, she can't cast a spell.
You don't have any unrest to modify, but you do have that other thing you're taking care of.
Yep. Lenny can cast the scroll. He can actually learn the spell.
Cool.
Which
Clickety
is
clackety.
I'm just finding the button. It's Royal Enforcer
Actually, is
check.
it broken?
It might be. Oh, it rolled. It rolled the wrong number, but that's fine.
Yeah, because I think it's still broken. But either way, cool. So
succeed.
you didn't roll a 1, so you're gonna succeed.
No, rolled the right number actually. I'm wrong. So.
Okay. So you're just gonna get rid of one more of that temporary thing. So your loyalty is almost to where you're unfailable.
It is unfailable.
If you have any amount of unrest or any penalties, you're fucked. But yeah, it's at the point where just a basic rule is unfailable. Yeah. All right, assign leadership. Is this when you get to finally put the rest of your first of all, are you changing any of your actual leaders? Are you what are you doing? What's your plan here?
I don't know why you think I have a plan of moving people.
So you're not moving anybody? Cool.
No,
because last time you did like upgradey things. Are you assigning anybody as like heads of buildings and naming buildings?
Oh, I think I already did that for everyone that was available.
For all 3 or 4 or whatever it is, 4 or 5, whatever it is.
No, I think I think Lenny's waiting on his caster tower.
Okay.
And that's the only one that's waiting because the theater went to Leah, the temple went to Rima, and then Jorman took a shrine in Adiyoki.
And so now you're waiting for your
Lenny's
tower.
Yeah, when Lenny will do the caster's tower because he could theoretically do the academy, but I think the caster tower makes more sense.
Okay, cool. Sounds sexy to me. Awesome. Let's move on. So now, are you going to be claiming any hexes this turn? Because beforehand we were talking about, I mean, I don't know how your money's, but I remember talking about putting quarries in here and stuff like that to try to better protect your.
When do I build an army?
Don't you want to build one ASAP?
No, but what phase? What phase is it?
So now that you're in the edict phase, step 1 is assign leadership. You're done. Step 2 is claim or abandon the hexes. 3 or whatever is terrain improvements. That's right. Technically 2 is claim, 3 is abandon. 4 is terrain improvements. 5 is create or improve settlement. 6 is create army. 7 is issue edicts. So did you already get recruits?
No, but you can recruit and train in the same month.
Well, creating an army is step 6. Issuing the edicts to recruit people is step 7. Yeah. Create, expand, equip, or repair army units is step 6. Issuing edicts, like say the recruitment edict, is step 7.
I think that's a little weird, but okay.
Yeah.
I think that's a little silly because that's not how people actually made armies in real life, but
it's just the mechanics.
Yeah. Well, we can always change mechanics to make more sense, but
we have a bunch of times. No more.
Well, because my reasoning here is people in real life would go around, collect recruits, and then that week they would start training them.
Sounds great.
Okay.
He's out there like, let's get down to business.
My logic is ironclad.
To defeat the mongrel.
I could probably even train them if I could, but I guess I can't.
No, I'm fine with that. We talked about this last week.
Oh, you're fine with recruit and training? Okay, cool.
Yeah, because we literally talked about that last week.
I'm gonna subtract all my bonus stuff.
What it is you can train them, but they're not an actual official army until step 6.
Till the end of the.
But the issue edict would be for your edicts could be for recruiting and for training, right?
Yeah.
And then step 6 is to actually form them. So they're the trained soldiers, but now you have to form them as an army.
Yeah, they take step 6. They take a month to finish training anyway. So. Yeah. So either way. 20. I think, yeah. So I have 20 BP in the bank. I just subtracted my expenses, so I know what I'm at. Then I won't expand anything.
You're not going to claim any hexes?
No, because I think I'm gonna have to spend all my BP this month on armies. And then next month I can try to curb some of the consumption.
Well, so I was going to say, I didn't know if you wanted to expand just to get rid of consumption. Like, one of the things you could do is you could grab this unit down here. Sorry, it won't let me do it. This unit down here, and you could put a farm on it.
Yeah, that would be way too much money.
Well, is it just 5?
Yeah, but I couldn't recruit and train people then.
If you spent 5?
I have 30 BP total. It'll be 14.
I didn't realize you were that low. I'm sorry.
It'd be 14 BP to train an army of 50.
Why are you that low?
Because I subtracted the 19 from all of my currently building buildings.
Did you? Oh, you skipped steps. That's why. So you're not claiming or abandoning hexes. So no, you're not doing any terrain improvements. So now go into your buildings. Did we tick these down?
I'm doing that right now because I like to see the full picture of my money and not like fake it. So
I just did your Caster's Tower. Here's your Military Academy. So your Military Academy got 2 more months. Your Caster's Tower is next month.
And then it's the fort, which is finished.
Oh, did that just finish right now?
Yep, it's at 1 month, and this is the last month of it, so it's
that's
finished.
Huge for you.
So I have 1 fort.
Yeah, because that's going to affect your ability to recruit troops faster.
It's 2 stability, and it's 1 consumption actually. So
about time that fort's done too. Like that's really exciting.
Takes a long time. So you want to tick down the little marker there on the
Yeah, I'm doing it right now. Yeah.
Cool. I'm just pulling up what it actually does, because I don't recall. So chat.
It's like plus 4. Totally it's plus 4d6 for your army.
Oh, that's why that was really good. But it's also it does other stuff.
Terrain improvement. It affects your kingdom in a positive way. So forts give you plus 2 to stability, plus 4 to defense for that hex. Increase your consumption by 1 BP. And unrest decreases by 1 when completed, but you have 0 unrest. If it becomes a settlement, later on it counts as a barracks and stables for you. Cool. So yeah, you automatically get 2 stability, 4 defense in that hex, and your consumption goes up by 1. So your consumption should now be only a -1. It
is, yeah. 24 BP divided by how many months is this? Was this 4 months?
Yeah, so 6 BP.
Okay, so that means my cost goes down by 3, and everything else is almost done. Lenny's Caster's Tower next month, so that saves me 4 BP there. So I guess we're gonna go to the next step.
Okay, cool. Next up for you, sir, is going to be the armies bit. So create armies. You're obviously not doing that with the issuing the edicts to collect armies. You're gonna do 1 BP at a time, unless you're in like a crazy rush.
No, it's a day per, so you're gonna have to be on a really fucking wild rush to not do it a day per.
Yeah, sometimes you need it.
Yeah, no, I agree. So I have 4 barracks.
Like you could almost argue, whoever you get that first day, you can start training. But anybody that comes after that first day, you're already into the next month now. Sorry.
Oh, that'd be silly.
So
I'm just thinking about what people did in real life, which was train a bunch of
because we're gonna base real life for a game of flying dragons that breathe fire.
Yeah, by that logic, they actually should be even quicker because they're everyone's slightly magical. 2 barracks. So I have 3 barracks, 1 fort, and 1 garrison. So that means I'm rolling 13d6. What are these going to be? Are they going to be elite or are they going to be normal?
That's a hard question. While you're contemplating, I'm going to say this. I work with 2 people on the daily. One's name, her name is Amber. I'll say her name because it's such a common name, it doesn't matter. Her name is Amber. Amber, like, legit did not go to work today, which is, we work from home, right? But, like, didn't respond to any Slack messages, didn't show up on any of the scheduled calls. We had 2 scheduled calls today. The other person I work with, she texted her a few times and never responded. I slacked her, she never responded. Anyway, so Amber went dark, like, not responding to anybody. So we're all like, oh my God, I hope she's okay. We know that one of her kids starts school on Wednesday, and this upcoming weekend is one of her kids' 3rd birthday. We hope everything's okay with her. Maybe she just needed a personal day, but usually, like, give a heads up to work about that crap. Anyways, so Brittany, in her infinite wisdom earlier, who maybe have had a couple of drags, a couple of puffs. She goes, hey, Scott, have you heard anything from Amber yet? Or should we put out an Amber alert? And then she proceeded to laugh for probably 2.5 minutes straight. She thought it was the funniest joke she had ever heard in her life. And it hurt my soul a little. Yep.
I'm doing math.
So anyways, I'm just trying to give some context to needing a tome of leadership and well, you get it.
What's the average of 13d6? It's like 40 to 44, or yeah, we can. 46 divided by 12 is 4. There's 11.
I wish Australians typed in the keyboard the way they spoke. Because, like, that reads as, you just need to get better at appreciating comedy, Scott. But we all know if Viking was saying that, that's not what it would sound like. I don't even know how to, like...
Okay. I'm recruiting level 4 elites. Fighters. Oh, wait. Can I even do fighters at level 4?
Yeah, almost positive you can do fighters.
I think fighters don't need any building. Yeah, that's cool. Okay.
Yeah, fighters should be raw. Yeah, garrison or military academy. You have a garrison?
Yes. Cool.
Yeah, you're good.
Yeah, because my idea here is that I can make a elite army of 50 archers that is equivalent to 100 people, put them under Henry Flamebane as the archer army. And then next month, when I have a lot more money, I can upgrade my main army to 200 sized and pay for all the upgraded equipment
So hold
costs.
up. How many archers are you trying to put under Flamebane?
50 level 4 elites.
Gotcha, but those count as 150 elites.
No,
in
100. 150 elites as bodies, which I think I have enough for. I do, because of Naito being a commander class. It buffs my elites.
Cool. Well, I want people to be able to see the exploding dice and see the results as you roll them. So I'm going to put this right on top of your face. So people can't see you for a minute here, just so they can see the dice as they explode, and they can see the results, because that matters to them.
Yeah.
You can go ahead. It's 1 gold piece per day. How many d6 do you roll per day? And don't forget about the leadership check. Loyalty check. Whatever.
Yeah, it's I rolled 13d6 per day.
Why 13?
Divided by 4. So I have 3 barracks, 1 garrison, and 1 fort.
So hold on, 3 barracks. Those each give you 2d6. That's 66. 1 garrison is 4, and 1 fort is 4. So 6 and 8 is 12. A plus 1 for just spending a BP is 13. Okay, yeah. I understand.
I did I have it auto calculate the math, so I didn't even do the math.
And then you're dividing each result by 4 every time you plug it in. So when you plug it in, you're going to do double open bracket, 13d6 inside of parentheses with a divided by single symbol 4, close double bracket.
Yeah,
but you have to make sure you use the divided by symbol.
The slash bar.
No.
Which is the division symbol.
No. I'm curious if Roll20 will accept it. No. I get what you're saying, but I'm genuinely curious if Roll20 will accept it.
I don't have the Unicode for that symbol, Scott.
Dude, just copy and paste it off of Google.
Fuck,
it's Google division symbol, because that's what it's called. And then
the dumb motherfucking shitty ass symbol. I thought you have to make me fucking find it.
I'm just curious if it works.
I'm not rolling the 13d6. I'm not jinxing myself. I roll 1d20.
What did you do?
It doesn't. It does not work.
What the hell did you just do?
I did what you asked.
I'm curious how you typed it in.
I did it exactly what you said.
You roll 1d20 divided by 2. That's not what I said to do.
I'm not rolling. Okay, yeah, there we go. That worked. It didn't divide though, so there you go. It doesn't read the division symbol because no fucking code would ever read that symbol.
It straight up just ignores it like it's nothing.
Because it is nothing. Dude, now you're trying to. It doesn't work.
No, I believe you.
Yeah.
Paste the division symbol into chat for me real quick so I can copy it.
There you go.
I just want to make sure it's typed in the correct way, which I believe you did. I'm almost positive you did.
It ignored it both times. It gave an error on the first D20 because it didn't know what the fuck it was reading.
Oh, that makes sense.
So it just rolled a 1. Yes. It doesn't do anything.
Straight up, it just ignores it. It just breaks it as soon as it meets it, so it doesn't do it anymore. All right, cool.
All right. So I'm making sure my loyalty is correct. Nothing has changed. So I am rolling
loyalty first.
Yeah. Just to make this quicker, I'm gonna just roll a D20.
Just so everybody knows, he's rolling a D20. His number is a 71 versus a 62. Do you take any penalty for this roll? I know you do for the training, but no penalty for this roll.
This roll is just actually, yeah.
I thought you did. So.
I add my fame to this actually.
But you also add other factors that hurt you.
Let's see. H11 on the kingdom sheet adds the 1 BP that you spend, and it adds fame. It does not add anything else actually. The other mod, I think, the other mod subtracts ACR. I'm talking about the recruitment roll adds my fame. So.
Oh, you're divided by 12, not by 4, by the way. But okay, cool.
Yeah, I was doing that in my mind.
Oh, okay. My apologies. Okay, loyalty check first.
No, wait, I wasn't doing it by my math. Actually, you're right.
I thought you said 4. Yeah.
Oh God. So the average is 3.8. I can spend 6 BP on this, which is 23. Which is not enough. So that's bad. Times. Let's see if I do times 10, 38. Oh, fuck. It's going to be like 12 BP. I guess I have enough. I can spend up to, what is it? 30 minus 14 is 16. So 10. Okay, I can make it if the gods favor my averages. Okay, cool. That one succeeds. 13d6.
If I were you, I would just, I don't know how many times you think you're going to do it, but if you just want to roll 3 or 4 d20s first, just to get out of the way, and then do a bunch of d6 all at once, just to get out of the way.
Yeah, let's do that.
Okay, cool.
I'm going to do it at least 5 times.
Yeah, sure. So do a 5, and then add it all up at once, and we'll be good.
Well, they all succeed.
Right, cool.
So,
no issues.
So what I should do is 13d6 divided by 12 plus 13d6 divided by 12, and I just do that 5 times.
Or wait, what?
Because numbers are gonna work.
Oh yes, I understand. Yes.
Well, because you're gonna lose your rounding, so I actually came and added together.
No, I understand what you're doing. Though I think with Nick, we just allowed him to roll everything all together for simplicity. We did. Remember, we did 90, whatever it was.
I don't remember.
Yeah, so 5 times 13 is going to be 65 divided by 12.
Yeah, I think that's pretty fair number to stop at. 65. So I'll put these, D6. I'll put these in parentheses just in case that fucks it up.
Are you guys happy I covered up Cell's face instead of the dice results?
Oh, God. That's going to take a bit. Oh, okay. I think that's pretty terrible.
Yeah, you rolled pretty low there.
Can that 18 round up? Is that 0.9?
We didn't round up for Nick, did we?
I don't remember. I wasn't listening.
And he had a Fortune's Favor assisting him on it. Anyways, the end result is 18 soldiers, which is a lot, by the way. That's for level 4 soldiers.
That's actually, if I roll a little better, it would have been exactly average. Average is 19. So that's actually, so I'm at, I'll put 18 down somewhere. I spelled
Imagine recruiting for an entire month.
I'm gonna roll 5d20, and I'm just we'll do 5 at a time. If it's a 1, it matters. If it's a 20, it matters. If it's anything else, it doesn't matter.
No, you're good. Just across the board, solid. Good to go, sir.
Okay. So this is another 5 BP.
Yep, I hope you get 21 soldiers.
I need it to get a little back above average.
Because I want you to be off by 1.
Oh,
17.
That's terrible.
So it's
terrible,
25,
terrible.
35. Oh, my numbers were off anyways. But 35. Okay. So that's 10 BP you've spent so far.
I can only spend 6 more. So I guess I'll
Bro,
spend 6.
I think we ran into the reason why you can't just have them ready next month. Because think about it. Any soldiers you get at this point, they're showing up 10 days late to the training process.
Hey, you agreed.
I think we're running into the reason why that rule exists.
I think it's fair to say for elite soldiers, they take longer. For normal soldiers, it wouldn't fucking matter.
Right. Yeah.
Here
is stick, poke.
Yeah. I mean, like, it'll take you like 3 days to recruit normal soldiers. I think that's probably actually pretty fair. I'm going to just do this one at a time, I think. Well, I'm at 35. I guess I'll... what's 35 plus 18? I'll do it 4 times. Oh,
ooh, it's 20.
I guess we can.
Bro, it's
not
20.
I guess I won't do that last 4th time because the 20 changes.
Yeah. So do your math with a 3D. So what's 3? So it's a
I
do
got
13
it, yeah.
each, so it's 39. So 39, and then we'll do the other one afterwards. So just do the 39d6 divided by 12.
I got it. What I'll do is I'll just add the max to the number and I'll have it divided with everything else.
Sure. So the max of the 13
is 78.
is okay. Cool.
So
78
it's
plus 13d6 divided by 12.
It's 2066.
26, 13. Wait, why is it only 26?
2066 plus 78.
Why
because
is it
it's
only
the third.
2066?
Because the 3rd number is max, and I wouldn't have done the 4th.
Oh, just do the 4th. You rolled it out.
Well, yeah, but why would I spend the BP on it?
Why wouldn't you? You have the extra soldiers. You need them. You could have an
But
extra small unit. It's worth having the soldiers, dude. You're gonna.
I guess so. Fine. Yeah. Fine.
You're gonna need them.
Yeah, I'll need replacements. That's true. So it's 39.
More than that, you might just want an extra unit. But yes, 39.
D6 plus 78, I think is the number.
Mm-hmm.
Right. Let's see. 13 times 6 is 78. Yeah. That 20 is actually huge. Divided by 12. This is gonna be a big number.
Hey, so did you ever watch Modern Family? That is not a
big.
big number, but it's a big number considering you rolled 1 less. Wow, that's not a big number.
No, that didn't work right.
It says 39d6 plus 78 divided by 12. No, that would work right.
What is 78 divided by 12? I guess is the question.
Yeah.
Is that like 3? It's
that,
6.
Yeah,
that was
right.
really below average. Holy shit.
I mean, I see a bunch of 6s and 1s in there, and I see a bunch of 4s and 3s. So it's the average of what you call it? I mean, think about it. You rolled 1 less die, and you get the same thing as your top roll, right?
Yeah, but I'm just trying to do the math on it.
Yeah, go ahead. Double check it.
Because what's the average? I can get the average of 39. I have a average 39d6 plus 78. What's the average? I want to see if I was just incredibly below average or.
And we roll on that sheer volume of numbers. It averages out pretty solidly, plus or minus 1 or 2.
18 is average on that. Yeah.
Yeah, I figured.
Well,
I figured it would be.
Yeah, that's quite sad. Well, that works out at 53.
So you have 3 extra. I mean, honestly, I was kind of hoping you'd have 5 extra or 10 extra, so you could have an extra small, like, elite unit. But Just because sometimes
I'm
it's
at-
nice to have like a small group of people that you can send out cheap to go handle problems for you. So, but what's that?
I'm getting more.
Oh,
I'll spend the last. I mean, I'll have 14 left, so it's fine. It's 2066. I'd prefer a little more.
hey, fuck yeah! It's 10 soldiers total.
Yep.
That's awesome.
Yeah, it is good. Yeah. So I'm at.
They
60...
give me two. They give me 2 5-unit soldiers or 1 10. And I won't lie. I think the math on that benefits you better to have the 2 5s. I think I have to double check it real quick. Let me click over.
5. They would be ACR 1s. I mean, it maps out to the same. Well, I guess it's a lot less BP to spend on them.
I'm pulling up right now. I don't know if you already have it. All right, here we go. So 5 is going to be CR of creature -2, whereas 10 is the CR of creature. So what's the CR of the creature? Is it 3?
3, yeah.
So patrol is a CR of ACR, I should say, of 1, whereas a squad is an ACR of 3. I mean, it's so cheap to have the patrol to arm them. I mean, it's only 0.1 of the overall cost of things. We have to round up.
But I guess a group of 5 level 4 people is pretty solid at dealing with 90% of threats.
Yeah, like a bunch of, and think how cheap it is to have them out there. Like their consumption. But to be fair, though, the consumption for 10 might be as cheap as the consumption of 5.
I think it would be.
It's just, I don't know how many armies you have and how many commanders you have. Sometimes it's better
I have so many follower slots, Scott. I can make commanders.
So you have 5 commanders, right? Like that's what we were originally discussing, was having 5 commanders ready?
Yeah, I don't have all of them statted, but yeah.
So if you have 5 commanders and you take 2 level 4 slots to fill commander slots or whatever you need, and then you just have those people, or level 5 I don't give a fuck.
Level 3 would be.
Whatever. Oh, level 3 commander to a group of level 4 people?
Well, I don't have infinite level 4 follower slots is the problem.
Well, what are you using your force for already?
Important people that are like running the nation.
Fair enough. Either way. So you would
well, I could replace some of them actually. Oh,
yeah.
It could work.
I just think that having level 4 or level 5 command, but 5s are hard. So level 4 commanders to lead. But either way, so how many armies do you have?
Well, at this moment, I have 2 armies. I have a stack of 50 that are going to always be kind of defense oriented. They're the army from Skull. And I have an army of 100 that's going to be eventually next month, hopefully upgraded to 200. And they're the Steel Wall of Shada.
Okay, so that's 2 armies that previously existed from before, that we've seen beforehand. Skull less so, but we've seen beforehand. Cool. We're making your army of 50 elites right now. Whatever they are, whoever commands them, whatever. That's your army of 50 elites right now. Dude, make a patrol or a squad that's always with Aaliyah. Then whenever she goes on diplomatic edicts, you spend a couple extra BP to mobilize your army, but then you have your grand diplomat traveling with a group of elites.
That's not bad. Huh? 10 people,
right? Oh, are you doing squad or patrol?
I mean, if you're sending your Aaliyah somewhere, I think 10 people's probably.
Sure, then give Aaliyah her own squad. Give her 10 people to command. They're under her command.
I could do 5, and then you could send Aaliyah with 5 or any other diplomat with 5.
Whatever makes you happy. I don't care. But forming and breaking armies costs you in checks and BP and whatnot. So whatever you choose, if you want to have 2 groups of 5 or 1 group of 10, make the decision. I think the 2 groups of 5 is fun because it gives you mobility with your, because like Aaliyah always travels with 1 and then you always travel with 1. I would never charge you for it if this is the group that's accompanying you to the other clans, but I would if you were like leaving beyond that, you know.
And I would even have a individual that's already a follower that would work perfect.
Oh, give Italia 5 assassins.
They're fighters, which doesn't really work.
Do they all have to be fighters? Can you make anything else?
I can't make rogues. I don't think. I don't have that.
No, you need a black market or a gambling den. That wasn't. What was your special class that you could make?
He gave me fighters.
Oh, that's right, because they didn't have fighters. They had warriors, right?
No, for NPCs, yeah. You just gave me fighters.
at the start of the game because
Although,
nobody had anything extra. So
yeah, but they can make their special units. Maybe I should be able to make a special unit.
you did. It was fighter back in the day.
No, but all the armies are default fighters.
Armies are default warriors, aren't they?
No, militia are default warriors. They're
Oh, you
default
do
level
monks.
2 fighters.
Chat's suggesting monks. You know, he doesn't have a 4 1/4 to do ninja, which is funny because, you know.
Well, they would probably be the black market here, right?
No, I still think that ninja should be
Okay.
4 1/4. I still think it's supposed to be something more difficult to get your hands on. What on this list can you have actually unlocked?
Cleric.
Yeah, but that requires like Nick's doing a difficult thing to actually cause it to happen.
I've had a temple since the beginning of the game. I have.
What else?
I'll have a caster's tower and military academy soon.
Which is very exciting, and that unlocks several things like gunslinger.
Yeah, well, except that don't exist in your world, so there's that.
No, exactly. But like that would allow cavaliers for you would come with military academy. Whereas like samurai gets unlocked for you. Cavaliers you have to have the 4 1/4 too. So
I'm it's fine. It's not that big a deal. But...
Yeah, Wizard's Tower doesn't that unlock stuff for you?
Military academy and caster's tower gets a sorcerer. Military and magical academy and military academy gets wizard.
That's right. So when your Wizard's Tower is done, you're going to be able to do a check for what's his fuck. You can have an event can potentially come up for what's his name, Lenny. That would allow him to properly transition into wizardry and bring some very low level introduction of that. So
yeah, I don't have an alchemist yet. I have a herbalist.
Yeah,
cool.
But you have a tavern, don't you?
No.
Oh, I was gonna say it's
also why would I want barbarians? I don't think that would work.
Useful on the battlefield.
Italia can Italia can still have level 4 fighters. They're gonna be plenty sneaky.
Don't forget, you get to build these fighters. Like you just said, you get to
Italia, the fighters could be just as sneaky as rogues.
Yeah, you can have a fighter with the right archetype on each one of the fighters and just fucking crush it.
Yeah, so they could definitely work as Atelia's assassins. Although we did talk about making Atelia potentially something a little more roguish at some point.
Isn't she a fighter?
She's a fighter, yeah.
What kind of fighter?
A blackjack fighter. She has teamwork feats and iron.
Fucking sweet. Awesome. Teamwork feats that she can use with her fighters that are now going to travel around with her. I won't lie. I'm kind of digging the idea of the group of assassins for Atelia because you're trying to give her more autonomy and whatnot, and a group of guards for Aaliyah.
I imagine Atelia just kind of takes them.
Yeah. It's like you start doing training and whatnot, and Atelia walks in.
Where are the 5 other guys? What happened to them? So she doesn't walk in. They're just not there.
No, it's fucking Day is like, what the fuck's his name?
Naito.
Day is like, Naito, I just need a night's fucking rest. Dawn is yours. Dawn is yours today. And he's like, okay, I'll be a dad. And like, he just stays home. He comes back to training camp the next day. And he's like, where are the others?
Where the fuck's the other 5? There's 60 of these guys. I like that. It's cool. I'll have 2 armies of 5 then.
All right.
They're CR3s.
Cool. You get to name them. You get to stat them out. You get to have fun with it. And I think that technically means you have more armies than any other clan.
Yeah, but 2 of them don't matter.
Because you're about to have 5. Now, can you have 5 armies?
I can have a lot of armies, Scott.
Oh, yeah. You can have up to 11. That's right.
It gets modified by expert general.
Yeah, exactly. Because your brother, he allows it to be up to 11, which is a lot. So that's pretty
cool. Yeah. I guess, Scott, give me 3 character sheets.
Yeah.
For the fighters. So I have, I'll just set my armies up to 5, but am I allowed to train an army?
What do you mean?
Are you allowing me to train?
That's what we discussed. We said, yes, we are going to allow that.
Yeah. Cool.
I don't know if you're going to jump into training all three of your armies at once, or if you're just doing one.
No,
That's up to you.
I only have enough BP to train the main one. That's the only one that really matters.
Okay. I'm glad you got the extra 10. That makes me so happy.
Can I add equipment later to the armies? Does that require training, or can you just add it?
Equipment gets added at step 6 of phase 2.
Okay.
Every month.
So I can just add that later.
So that would happen next month, no matter what, anyways.
Cool.
Technically speaking, you're doing the training this month, and they don't even get their they don't become an army until next month, anyways. Until it's phase 2, step 6, anyways.
Cool. Then I will train them. I have. Yeah, I'm gonna look at the subclasses. It just I'll have to determine what I think is best. I'm something of a Pathfinder nerd myself. So I did 16 BP of rolls. So that's minus 10. 20 minus 6 is 14, meaning I have just enough BP to train this army of 50. So
if you succeed,
I can only fail on a 1. I only fail on a 1.
Why don't you roll this last roll so I can finally show chat your beautiful face?
64 versus a 62 DC. It was a 2, boys.
Bro.
It was a 2. Holy shit, that scared me.
So to be clear, you applied all of the penalties, and it literally just brought it to you could only fail on a 1. There was no chance that 2 was a failure. What was the penalty? What was the ACR?
7. Penalty was 7 to my 72.
Your ACR was only a 7, really? That sounds so low. Does
50
it always feel
people.
low?
No, Scott, because you just think clan should have 1,000 people.
No. ACR feels low, not the number of people.
No,
because it's plus 4. Yeah, okay.
It's ACR minus 2.
Oh, what it is that if you just had little bitches and there was 100, you doubled the number of them. So that's what it is. Is that your 50 elites are the equivalent of somebody else's 100 soldiers.
Yeah,
so,
which is really good.
Yeah, that's pretty solid. I won't lie. I mean, hell, let's be honest. If you just brought a squad out there, which is ACR 3 with good rules, they can wipe out 100 soldiers. So I mean, that's pretty solid.
And I've used 150 of my elites. I have 38 left, so I could beef up some of the later elite armies. Or I can make an army eventually of 10 clerics or something to be as like a support buffer or support healers in the back of mass combats in the future too. Some decent options.
I have your sheets ready for you to make them. Yeah, you're welcome. So I have Fighter 1, Fighter 2, and Assassin Fighter is what I called them. To make sure you have them so you can remember what you're doing. All right, cool. How poor are you?
I'm at 0 BP.
Whoa.
I have no bank BP. I spent it all, but I needed to do it to prepare for war.
That's some rough stuff, bro.
I did what was necessary.
Okay.
Taxes.
Yes. I think that's literally, there's no edicts being switched or anything like that, right?
Whoa. Oh. Atelia's espionage edict, which you specified she wouldn't use to fight Throne, even though we're going into war soon. So
she wouldn't use to fight Throne?
That's what you said.
Wait.
Her espionage fund?
Doesn't she want to spend it on the clan Zinquin?
She does. I said you specified that she wouldn't even save it for our conflict with Throne.
No, she wants to spend it on Zinquin.
Yes.
And we discussed beforehand what it was that she'd probably want to do against Zinquin. Do you remember what it was?
She wants to burn their stockyard.
Gotcha. Okay.
I don't know if I have money for that, though.
No. Was she burning their stockyard? Because, yes, the stockyard. She wanted to specifically do the stockyard so that when Densho sends what's-her-name up in there, she's just riding through and raising the fields. After the stockyard's burned, she's able to raise the fields elsewhere. That's right. All right, cool. So to destroy a building, the rules are right here. Which one is it? Here we go. To sabotage a building.
It's too much. I can't do it right now.
Why not?
It's 40. If it's a city, it's 44 plus 1 BP.
Bro, that sounds like a you problem.
Well, she can't spend it because we literally have no money. So
Oh no, you just go into unrest.
no, that's not happening, Scott. I refuse you outright.
How much? How much does she have banked up?
She has 9, which is not nearly enough for the average of 41 plus. It's not. I refuse.
Is it plus
Scott.
4? It's 1 plus 44, right?
It's 44 plus 1.
Yeah,
Average of 11.
Yep.
So
yeah, overspending by 2 is reasonable. Hey, listen,
no,
she's going off the books. That's how it is. She's not asking for permission.
no,
She's
but
doing
she's not going to cause me several things of unrest. I refuse.
But absolutely. But that's the whole problem. Is she is a problem right now. She is that was what was discussed. And what you did is you took a problem and you fed it. You gave it all it needed so that it's not actually a problem yet.
I told her that as long as she doesn't hurt the clan in any way, she can continue doing what she wants. This will be directly hurting the clan, which is against the only rule I gave
And then
her.
she rolled a bluff versus your sense motive. And she was like, mm-hmm.
No, I don't believe Atelli is dumb enough.
So I'm not saying that this can't come to a head afterwards and that you can't adequately handle her and get this back under control. If you can get it back under control afterwards, you certainly can. And hopefully this doesn't actually hurt you. Hopefully she spends less than the 9. But literally this is the flaw of what she's doing. She told you, I'm doing things, and you're like, cool, I'll give you a budget. And that's been great because it hasn't come to a head yet. It might now, or it might not.
I dislike this greatly, Scott. I dislike this greatly. I want you to know this.
The worst part is that because it's a city, it's a plus 20 to the to the DC. I have no idea what your stats are compared to plus 20.
Not great, Scott.
Oh no, that's actually not bad at all. Bro, a 78 versus an 82 is solid. An 89 versus an 82 is solid.
Joey, what you described is her being dumb. It's very dumb to do this right now.
I've described the entire time. She's out of her mind. She's not stable anymore. She's being irrational. I've said that many times.
Yep.
And it literally is meant to, I'm not disagreeing with you. And if things go poorly, you need to handle it. You are very much justified. But the warnings were there the whole time.
If this is above 5 extra, I think doesn't happen. That's too much things for her to try to draw out.
I think if it's above 5 extra, it still happens. You don't have to pay above that crazy amount of unrest, but something else goes wrong. More or less, if she doesn't have the assets to accomplish the task.
You're just screwing me, Scott.
Well, I'm fine with you just paying out the BP and taking the unrest. I'm fine with that.
I don't want. What? No, every opportunity you can give me unrest to do it. Don't lie. You do.
So it literally comes down to this. I hope you critically succeed, and she rolls an 8 for the BP it costs.
I have to roll the number now.
Yes. So what do you want to roll first, the BP, or do you want to roll the results?
When does the unrest take place?
I would say that the unrest of overspending wouldn't take place until after it's completed, because literally she's doing the task at the time, right? So you spend the money. No, I think it has to.
No, I think it happens after, because she spends the money, which causes the unrest, but the activity's already happened because she has to. Yeah,
it's already going out. Yeah. Okay. All right. So okay. Go ahead and roll your 44 plus.
Oh, okay. It's 3 over.
Okay. So it's 3 unrest. That's not crazy.
I'm still mad.
I wish your fort was finishing next month instead of this month.
Can we retroactively apply it since it didn't do anything this turn?
No.
Can you give me that small bit of grace?
No. Give an inch, take a mile. All right. So I really wish it was a 9 or an 8, but okay. So 3 unrest, nothing crazy. Remove the unrest for now. We agreed to how it's going to play out.
Yeah, I'm just rolling numbers off the sheet now.
Yeah, but the unrest is hurting your.
Oh. Well, no, I was just gonna roll them, ignoring the plus. But yeah, I see. I was gonna roll them through the other tab.
There you go. I just didn't want you to make a mistake. That's all.
All right, cool. What's the DC?
I'm gonna cover your face again so people can't can see everything. The DC for you, sir, is gonna be plus 20. So it's 82 is the DC. What do you want to roll first? Say it before you roll it.
I'm rolling them in order.
Okay. So the easy one first. The medium one first.
So 82.
Yep, you have to roll 4 or higher.
succeed.
Awesome. Got a low roll out of the way. You succeeded.
71.
One more and you automatically succeed. This is the hard one. This is a 71 against an 82. You have to roll 11 or higher.
Oh, shit.
Oh my God, perfect. It unfortunately does nothing extra, but you auto-succeed.
No, we've decided it does because the critical, that one has a critical fail mark to it. So it's
raw.
Yeah, but I thought we added something with the net 20. Like it's extra.
We did not, remember, because it's raw.
I hate my life. I hate life.
Yeah. Sorry.
I hate life.
And this one's with a plus 89. This is auto success. Cool. Yeah, cool.
All right, I critically succeeded.
You critically succeeded. So the
I'm
3
still
of us
mad.
sucks. But critically succeeded, dude.
I'm still mad.
Oh my God. That's amazing. That's amazing.
I'm not going to be happy about this, Scott. There's no world in which I'm happy about this.
Listen, your saboteurs damage one building or terrain improvement, rendering it non-functional until repaired to half damage. If you achieve complete success with 3 successes check this round, this espionage edict, you may choose to damage 2 improvements or completely destroy one. So I assume you're going to completely destroy this.
Depends. What buildings are in their city? I would know this now.
I mean, there are many different buildings inside the city, right?
Okay,
You can imagine.
but like, do they have like a really big, important town structure building that maybe burns down?
I mean, they would have like a castle, but you can't burn down a castle because it offers defense bonus. They would have walls. You can't burn those down. You offer garrisons and whatnot, but you can't burn those down. But there are other important things. Like there's monuments, there's temples, there's like all the other important stuff there. But the big thing is like,
I think Ateli is very vindictive. So she would burn down the stockyard, damage it, but she would also then target something that gives the rich fucks pleasure. She would target like something that the
like
rich
a theater
people
or something like that.
Yeah, like or like an arena or something.
See, I agree with you, but on the flip side, knowing that she's going to make the rich fucks suffer because the people around them are starving, and so they get their vengeance for her on them, I feel like because like if you just damage a building, they can fix it in what, 1 or 2 months. But if you how long does it take to build a stockyard? Yeah, how long does it take to build a stockyard?
It takes a bit of time. It takes like
it's actually in the book that I'm in. So let me read this. Stockyard. Yeah. It's 4 months. So half that would only be 2 months to repair it.
But that's a lot of time in a war.
That's also at winter too. So like you're hurting crop at a time when crop is low.
But like if they got like a bait, well, because I feel like.
But Sam, also think of it this way. They're hurting in BP too.
Do they have a garrison?
But garrisons do offer the defense, don't they?
Garrison don't.
So in theory, she could damage a garrison too.
500 people can't be housed.
But they're not being housed anyways. They're leaving. They're at war. They're away.
True.
So the important thing to know too is because we know that their BP is low, it's can they divert their assets to even repair or fix something. So I agree that the 2 buildings means it's even more money they would have to spend at once or prioritize one project over the other. But whichever project they prioritize, that one gets built within like a month, 2-3 months, whatever it is.
But the thing is Zinquin someone that's going to prioritize the stockyard, or are they so corrupt that they're going to prioritize their own pleasures?
That's a really fucking good point. Okay, let's look at a fun one to destroy.
All right, because I feel like they think they're still going to win the war because they're like pompous fucks, right? They've been in such a position of power.
And I'm using the flaws of Italia against you as seen in what just transpired, right?
And I'm using
I agree that your counterpart against me makes sense. So what is let's click on this one. Let's click on this one.
Well, they got like a
fun one.
Like an arena where they watch, like an arena would be a pretty large one to damage.
I got a couple of them right here. So first of all, we have a fuck. I hate that the thing that I'm clicking on just turns invisible. Yeah, I have no idea what the fuck I clicked on because whatever you click on turns invisible now on the PFSRD. So I don't remember what I clicked on. I have to click on the one above it now. Hold on 1 second.
I'm looking at
so fucking annoying. Yeah, so I was trying to do, but you click on one and it turns invisible.
Well, you can look at them in the ultimate rulership. They have the list.
So theaters usually cost 24 BP. So you can imagine it's probably 6 BP for 4 months. So you're saying that would take away 2 months of 6 BP.
Theater is 4 BP 6 months. It'd be three months of theater.
Oh, 3 months. Okay, so less, but 3 months. They would probably prioritize that. Okay.
which would
Black
take more time.
market.
Yeah, but the rich people are probably not indulging in the black market like that. You know what I mean?
Are you
Oh,
sure?
true, they might. But the black market's also a good way for the peasantry to get weapons and whatnot to fight against the nobles.
Bro, black market applies things like magic items and crime and corruption, and offers like
That's good.
a huge base value to them. It
No, but
hurts
that's
their
fine.
economy considerably for it to not be there.
But crime, we want to make more crime. But removing the building that's generating crime and corruption is bad
corruption
for us.
is them, but
Which is
crime
good.
is the issue.
We want them to be corrupt still, right?
Okay.
We don't want them to lose access to, like, we want to hurt them in a way that they would try to repair it as quick as possible, right?
Garrison isn't worth it. I mean, garrisons
No.
might probably take a long time to build.
But
is nice.
they're not housing troops at the moment. If they're fighting in winter, then this would be the time you destroy a garrison in winter, right? They don't have a bank.
Yeah, and they don't
Only
even offer them.
North
They don't
Kajik's
even
bank.
offer them law or anything like that. You know,
I think
no, foreign quarters is lame.
I think a theater works best.
Oh, hey, what's up, Game White Wolf? Just noticed you.
Because that's like entertainment, right? Which these people are probably very fond of.
You talking about the theater?
Yeah, I think so. I think that works best, or maybe like a luxury shop. But I feel like,
Arena. Arena.
I feel like arena's too big where they wouldn't focus on that. That's why I think theater's in the perfect middle ground.
Yeah, I think theater is Oh, did we look at where do they live? What the fuck's that thing called? The Noble
A palace or Noble Villa?
Noble Villa.
Yeah, but they would have to build their homes first though. If you burned their Noble Villa, they would prioritize rebuilding their home.
It's also fame would drop off, loyalty and economy and stability would all drop off. Society drops down, and it's a slap in the fucking face.
And they would focus that no matter what before the stockyard.
Yeah,
because that's where they live.
I can see you damaging a Noble Villa and a stockyard. I can see that. So. And how long's Noble Villa? Is that also 4 months?
Yep. So it'd be 2 months for them to repair at 6 BP, which will probably start draining into their actual funds a lot.
But that's the same cost as the other thing too. So it's if they wanted to do both at the same time, it's 2 months of 12 BP a month, which they probably can't afford, which is exactly what you're looking for.
Yeah.
I mean, you couldn't afford to do that right now.
Well, I mean, I could.
No, you'd have to sacrifice everything.
I couldn't continue building stuff.
Exactly. So yeah, that's
I think she would want to burn down their homes.
Yeah. I agree. I accept your point.
Okay.
Boom.
If you're gonna screw me, I'm gonna make it better. Okay, because I think just destroying the soccer wouldn't be that great.
I agree. Oh man, this is fun. Okay, cool. Let's fucking destroy their Noble Villa and their stockyard there. That's awesome. So now their consumption just went through the roof by 7.
Yep.
Right.
And I gotta have a talk of Italia during my event phase.
But wait, what happens when you have an event? Doesn't like that cause unrest in a kingdom when a building's destroyed?
It should, yeah. That would typically make sense.
I'm just trying to find.
If my temple got destroyed, I think I would suffer a pretty large amount of unrest. Kingdom notes.
Yeah, anytime a building's destroyed, it goes up by 1 unrest when a building gets destroyed. But if there's another building, so every building that gets destroyed, it increases unrest by 2. So that would also increase the unrest by 2, as well.
Okay, nice. Well, put that on this sheet. That probably doesn't actually exist.
But... No, that's fucking awesome. This is so don't forget what Nick just did too.
I know.
Over there.
Still a little salty, but that's gonna stay. Okay.
Why are you salty?
No, because I don't like having my unrest at 3 again.
No, I'm confused. Why are you salty?
Because the unrest makes it harder for me to recruit soldiers.
So how is what Nick did make you salty?
No, taking the 3 unrest, Scott.
Oh, okay. Because I mentioned Nick and you went a different direction. I'm sorry.
No. I said I'm still a little salty overall, but no. That's good. We won. Fuck you, Zinquin. Now, Telia, please focus on the actual important enemies that are gonna be we're gonna be at war with soon.
Yeah, I believe like when everything's said and done, I imagine Tessel will definitely have words with her because
I
this
think
is something
very,
that
yeah, because
she's gonna come back with. She's gonna come back with resounding victory of what was accomplished because it was discussed as an idea that something that should be done. It was over talked about with the advisors of
wait,
Kushibashi and
did we get discounts for doing things against Ninquin, or was it only Jake?
only Jake did.
Fuck.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
could try. I
So
had to try.
you can imagine with the talks that happened between Kushibashi and Densho and your advisors for Shado, she overheard the suggestion the time to act is now and the strategy of going after XYZ and so on and so forth. And she was just like, understood. And she did it, and she literally hurt your bank. You're at negative whenever you roll your BP right now, you have to drop it by 3, whatever you ends up getting done. Because it hurts you by 3 BP as well. So like because you're at -3.
I
So
don't think that's how that works. And we don't. You don't get negative VP. You take unrest. It's not a. You don't suffer.
I'm pretty sure
-3.
you get both. You get the unrest for having negative drawn, but you still
Uh,
have to refill whatever
yeah.
it is that happened. But things are temporarily unfunded, right?
Oh,
Like you more or
that
less.
sucks.
So you don't pay your cops, for, like, right? Your military doesn't get paid for a couple of months while Senate has shut down the federal government, but eventually they get the back pay for what they lost. It's just unrest happens in the nation while it's going on. Like that's how it happens in the U.S., right? So you have to imagine along those lines happen.
Okay. So sorry. I thought it said your treasury can't fall below 0, but it says it can fall below 0.
Yes.
That's fine.
So that being said,
That's
yeah, it's not a big deal. It's just 3 BP.
well, it makes
The unrest
other
isn't going to
things
hurt
better.
you though. It's really not. You're going to get rid of 2 at the beginning of next turn.
No, but my
Instantly.
loyalty has a chance of failing now.
If you roll 1. All right,
5% chance is a big percentage.
Let's just finish up your basic stuff. Let's get your taxes out of the way with your events next month. Next week.
All right, I'm just gonna take the 3 BP off the viewers, and let's not worry about it.
Oh, that's right because you had how many coming in?
I had 8 from viewers.
8 coming. Jesus Christ, you have a plus 13 still. All right, 2 from luck, just so everybody can see what is going to hear what he's doing.
And this lost me a whole BP from the unrest. Because -3. So yeah, that's it. I was just checking it. Tax collection. Shado. Luck is a 2, and then taxes is normal, and bonus BP is 13. That was almost a nat 20. It sucks. All right,
Yeah, it
it's 40.
sucks. So just so everybody can see, it rolled. Oh wait, so if you saw it beforehand, so it's 40 total. It rolled from the 4 to the 14 and got so close to the 20, and then went back to the 4. Anyways, yeah, 40 is still pretty solid. That includes the -3, so you're still really good position for next month.
Yeah, I
Because of
think
the,
my consumption increases by 1 for reserve armies because now I have a fraction of 300 people in service by 10. So,
Oh, you know what you can do? You had your granary. That could have covered 2 of the BP that she used.
the granary only works for armies.
Does it say explicitly that?
I believe so. Yeah, it's like consumption cost for armies.
Let's look it up.
Hey, if you'll give it to me, I'll take it.
No, I want to
won't.
get the ruling on it.
I won't say no, but I believe
Because that
it
would
is
reduce the amount
only-
of negative that you could have done.
Yeah, it could be +2 to the roll. I would have to re-roll it, right, Scott? That's the rules of this.
It's technically speaking, you're not wrong. If farms reduced to below extra BP, that can be when consumption exceeds the treasury.
I can tell.
It does say explicitly when consumption exceeds the treasury. So that could be from armies or from any other reason that it would exceed the treasury. It doesn't
Yeah, but
say.
She could have yoinked what was supposed to go in the granaries.
I listen. I like the spirit of what you're saying, and it
tried.
makes sense that she would just need like the extra stored grain for the travel or whatever. I get it.
I won't. I'm not arguing it very hard. Okay.
Yeah,
If I actually,
but you
you
gotta
know
suffer
what
the
I
penalty
actually,
of Italia being Italia.
if I was actually wanting it, I would actually argue. If I actually thought it was right, but I don't think it's right, so I don't argue it.
But like, if you look, you have a 5% chance to fail only one of those checks next month. Right?
10%.
Like the first thing you're going to do, that was a 5%. What are you talking about 10%? Loyalty, you have to roll 1.
If I roll a 2, I'm at
70 out
you're
of
right.
62.
You're
Yeah.
right. I can't math.
Yeah. So you're fine. So you have a 5% chance. So the first thing you're going to do is you're going to roll stability. You're going to succeed. It's going to go down by
69.
1. Then you're going to roll loyalty, and then you're going to succeed again. And it's going to go down by not only 1, but also the other thing's going to go down by 1. So it's going to bring you up by 2.
2. Yeah.
Which is awesome. And then if you're really, really anal about it, build a house.
It's not that big of a deal. I just don't like having unrest. You keep giving it to me.
No. That's what I'm saying. If you're really anal about it, build a house. Do you have any tenements that you can turn into houses?
No.
That's why I like the idea of see, me personally, I would play with unrest like crazy.
I do have one, actually.
Oh, good. I would build tenements anytime my unrest is at 0, and I can just to have them there.
I don't think tenements make sense for most kings because you're building shitty housing for people. Like, it doesn't make sense for Tesla to build shitty housing. No, it doesn't make sense. Or like, yeah, mechanically it works, Scott. But why would
like
Tesla...
houses are nice neighborhoods. Tenements are like places to live.
Yeah, but Tesla provides good places to live for all those people.
Was he supposed to build that last piece of the highway for the old event?
Oh, fuck, I always forget about that. Well, I guess I don't have the 10 extra soldiers because I couldn't have rolled that.
No, you could have, couldn't you have? No, because you spent down to 0.
Yeah, so guess you don't got 10 extra soldiers.
Did you have to build it every month, or could you have held it off for a minute?
You said I had to build it every month, so.
You know what you can do? Keep the 10 soldiers and
take 2 and rest. Fuck that.
No, not 2. 1.
It'd be 2, or
no, just don't build it and just take 1.
Oh, I lose 5 soldiers then.
No, I'm saying well, you would lose 7. Your last roll was for 7, right?
Yeah, but I would have to I rolled 2 dice in there, so I have to re-roll that now.
But just take 1 unrest and just don't build it this month.
I don't want to take an arrest.
Dude, it's going to go away next round.
I don't want to take it.
It's literally going to disappear next round. When you get your military academy, does that make unrest go away?
Doesn't matter. It's done now. It'll be done when it doesn't matter.
It disappears in like seconds. It disappears in seconds.
I don't like it. All right.
If you're at 8, I'd get it. But like your numbers are insane. He's sitting there. He's like, guys, I don't think you understand. I have a 5% chance of maybe failing something. I want 100%.
No, because I'm gonna get like, what's gonna happen is next month I'm gonna get like trump carded, all right, and I'm gonna get like 8 unrest from an event, and then it's gonna suck.
I think you being squeamish is gonna earn a trump card more than you being daring.
I already added it. You can check the sheet.
Oh, did you? Oh, okay, cool.
Yes.
So you didn't build it. So you're letting things. Okay, cool. Awesome.
Well, no,
but again,
I built it. It's built now, so that's what it is. It's 1 BP to build the road. Actually, no, it'd be a lot more. I can't even do that.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. You take the 1 rest to not build it this month. So people are like, hey, why isn't it done yet? And you're just like, ha ha, ha. And then you move on.
Maybe they're fine with 1 month break because I built it so long.
What's up, Keek?
I'm not being a little baby. I just don't like taking unrest, and I think it's very reasonable. When I get
you know Keegan's saying that out of love. Keegan would 100% play defensive as well. Like, let's be straight.
I got screwed by my own advisor. Okay, it's not even like normal unrest.
Yeah, I won't lie. Make a big note. You're gonna want to handle that.
Yeah.
Like, because more or less she didn't go, right? She sent other people to do it, and you're sitting there like, why isn't you can have an event where what the hell's their name? Lenny comes up and is like, Warlord.
Cost.
I know my tower's costing a considerable amount to properly furnish, for adequately inviting old colleagues to come and visit. But I gotta be honest, it didn't cost this much. For some reason, we're dry.
It's like twice the cost per month is on like the ledger.
I don't understand what is happening here, Warlord. I ran the numbers and nothing's adding up.
I think it's a pretty logical conclusion. There's only one person that would reasonably not report spending.
Yep. So, and then it comes to a head. Next month, you get to RP it out.
Yeah.
And you get to figure out what you want to do with it.
It's back to some oversight. Gotta approve the money spent. That's it.
Well, if you don't like Italia, you can always replace her with somebody better.
I could, but I'm trying to work with Italia. But
Yeah. Which I get, because like you have a lot of respect. You don't want to punish her for her almost dying. But at the same time, now she's causing people to suffer.
yeah,
Like their people are supposed to suffer, not yours. Because you're a good guy.
Yeah, but if she can't agree to oversight, then I think it's
No, I 100%. I get it. You guys are in an alliance right now, and this is the war on drugs. And you are making sure that as a team, you're handling that problem and everything's going well.
I don't think that's true at all, Joey. But okay.
No, she's a different perspective for Shado, which is a good thing.
It's helpful, but not helpful when you're actively ignoring the needs of the nation for your vengeance.
Yeah.
That's what you call bad. No matter if you're evil or good, that's a bad decision.
So, did you hear at all what Colombia's contemplating doing right now?
No, I didn't get any reports.
Colombia's potentially going to legalize, or I should say decriminalize, cocaine. Because the sheer number of massacred peoples by the United States and allied countries against just farmers and laborers and whatnot there, not even going after the cartels, but going after the regular people for the war on drugs. And they're doing it in conjunction with the government. So the people are trying to push to decriminalize cocaine so we can no longer force our war on their people, because it won't be an illegal thing that they're doing in the first place. So literally just going to decriminalize it to remove the power of it.
I mean, honestly, pretty cold take. Most drugs should just be decriminalized anyway.
I mean, if it was legalized, you would end the power of the card. Granted, we just do something else, right?
Not legalized, decriminalized. Very different things.
Yeah, no, I understand. But if we legalize it here, it would remove it from the market.
I don't think legalizing would be a good idea, but I don't know. Maybe it would.
It's funny. That's a long conversation that started with. I used to have the perspective of, I don't know about that. But my brother, very drunk at Thanksgiving one day about 6 years ago, was like, no, I have argument. And he didn't make his point that day, but a couple of days later he did.
There is a point there. I could see. I think it would be tough. You'd have to do figure out the benefits and how you.
So it's already being done in 2 countries in Europe, and more or less you would spend significantly less money on making clean houses and providing things like clean needles and medical services and whatnot to those that already have it. You spend less money on that than you do on the what?
You could do that with decriminalization programs. That doesn't go with legalization.
But legalization also it takes, so if it's decriminalized, the cartels are still profiting off of selling it illegally here.
Yeah, no, but what I'm saying is providing safe things for drug addicts to use isn't necessarily part of legalization or even decriminalization.
But when you legalize it, when you legalize it, you're able to make a lot of tax dollars on it, and you can turn those tax dollars around and spend it on investing into the people's not using it, because it's a deep understanding, education, and so on and so forth. So you can
again, I don't feel stronger about it. It's just it depends on
when we educated about cigarette use, what happened to the use of cigarettes?
I don't know.
It dropped considerably, dude. Once we educated people about how bad cigarettes are, the use of cigarettes dropped considerably.
Yeah, well, but then we have every kid down the street smoking a vape. So how well did it actually work?
No, but it did work considerably, right?
It worked for cigarettes, but it didn't work for vapes, and it doesn't work for vapes.
No, but it did though. The number of children today that use tobacco compared to 20 years ago is considerably less. Absolutely.
I would have to look at the stats on it.
How many times have you smoked tobacco?
3 times.
And of your pool of friends, let's say 10 people, how many of them are smokers versus maybe the occasional cigarette at a party while they're drinking?
Okay, but the thing is, my group of friends is a group of friends that hates vaping.
Sure. Okay.
Half
cool.
the people in my high school vaped.
Okay.
Which is nicotine.
Yeah. No, I
Tobacco
get
products.
that. Yeah.
So,
Listen, I get it.
I know vape isn't a cigarette. I'm not saying it is, but I'm saying
it's nicotine. We're talking about nicotine products.
It's still nicotine. It's addictive. It doesn't give you as much of the cancer, obviously, right?
Yeah. But it's still nicotine. We're talking about nicotine products. We're not trying to differentiate between. But either way, like, do you have any idea how many of my friends used to smoke? So I used to smoke. Nick used to smoke. Our brothers used to smoke. Right? Nick's older sister used to smoke. My older sister used to smoke. One of them, not both of them. I mean, all of our cousins smoked. Our parents all smoked. Our friends all smoked.
I'm saying I would just have to look at the stats on how much e-cigarettes have raised in teen populations. If it's like an actually large percentage, because I don't know the numbers, right? Which the numbers is what's important there, not
look it up. Experience. You'll see generationally it is getting.
I'm saying I don't know. Okay, that's all I've said. I don't know.
Okay,
I can't argue something. I have no
idea.
I
want your hot take on this. In New Zealand, they passed a law bill, whatever. Anybody born after 2008 is not allowed to ever buy cigarettes. It's against the law for them. How do you feel about that? New Zealand, born after 2008, cigarettes will always be illegal for you.
I mean, I don't care. I mean, it's probably not a good thing for a government to have exact oversight over. It's kind of weird, but like also, who cares? It's a cigarette.
I mean, it's a tiny population on a tiny island. They could actually control the influx of cigarettes on a place like that, you know? Well, I'm sitting there, I'm like, wait, so now you're going to have, in 20 years, you're going to have some illegal organization that profits considerably off of the upcharge of the cigarettes they sell to people that otherwise can't get them on their own. Or you're going to have parents, uncles, grandparents that get themselves in trouble providing it for their nieces, nephews, children, grandchildren. Like, I just like, so I don't know. For me, making it illegal is like
I don't think, I'm not sure that's like the way of handling it, but I don't really have a strong feeling on it. I guess we probably shouldn't make it illegal because if someone wants to smoke, I guess they should be allowed to smoke. But, just making sure everyone's educated in the knowledge of it, right? You don't want people smoking that are unaware of the costs of smoking.
Right? So if somebody wants to be able to get a cigarette, they should have the freedom to get the cigarette. And if you want an AK-47, you should have the oh, wait.
Well, that's not true, though. You can't just pull up and buy an AK-47. You have to get like a fully automatic, like military or something grade license for it. So it's a pretty difficult thing to actually acquire.
An AK-47?
Fully automatic weapons.
Fully automatic, sure, but you don't get a fully automatic weapon. You get a semi-automatic. You put a bump stock on there.
But fuck, I mean, it's still different. But yeah, also bump stocks got banned, I thought, under Trump.
In most states, not all of them, and there are other ways to make a weapon fully automatic, including special types of triggers and so on and so forth. And even if they're banned, you could print a bump stock. You could print a bump stock. Stock at a
but like, someone's doing something illegal. Like what? That's a crime. So like what? What are you gonna do? You can't stop people from doing crimes.
You legalize no.
Right? Like you can't stop. Like if someone's gonna get,
it's one of those weird things where like I'm 36-year-old sitting here and I'm saying if drugs were legalized, that would solve the problem, but you need to outlaw guns, that would solve the problem. And then somebody on the other side would say, drugs need to be made outlawed to solve the problem, and guns should be legalized. That would solve the problem. And so they're like,
yeah. I'm trying to figure out stats on this because it's actually interesting. Because I would take a gander on the nicotine stats that since 2000, the amount of teenagers using nicotine has increased. Not saying overall larger than maybe it was in the 60s or whatever. But it took a significant increase since like the 2000s.
Really? That's funny. So I went to 2000 what? Because again, I graduated 2004, right?
Yeah, well, so, I'm telling you from my experience, our schools had to shut down bathrooms because of how much people were vaping in them. Yeah, like there's people were vaping in classes all the time. It's literally a constant. Like it's literally like It's I would. I mean, it doesn't smell as bad as like cigarettes, right? But people do it all the fucking time. I don't know the stats on that, and I think it's kind of I'm trying to figure it out. Um, find the comparison, which is a little hard to do, it seems.
They say 7 out of 100 middle school students, which is 6.7%, reported in 2020 that they used tobacco products in the past 30 days, a decrease from 12.5% in 2019. About 23 of every 100 high school students, 23%, reported in 2020 that they used any tobacco products in the past 30 days, a decrease from 31.2% in 2019. So that's CDC use in those 2 years, right?
Yeah,
But
I'm
but
getting.
1 year to the next is too small of a sample. You have to have like a decade trend,
Yeah,
right?
I'm looking at this stat says that like 37% of 12th graders said that they've vaped in the last year. So
See,
like
but I see the problem with
uh,
statistics like this that bothers the shit out of me is
now.
it can't be like one use, right? Like everybody fucking smokes a cigarette every once in a while or whatever it is. I mean, I don't anymore, but I
Yeah,
did when I was
but
younger.
uh,
But it can't be just like
well,
I used it. It has to be like you use it.
yeah, I mean, so 90s cigarette range from 27 to 36% of high schoolers, eager from 20 what are you on the CDC for that?
I'm on the CDC right now, and it looks like girls actually, on average, use tobacco more than boys do by 0.8%
Uh
in high
that might
school.
be it. Yeah, that
And in
looks
middle
like
school,
what
girls use it more than boys do.
about 2 in 5 people, about 2 in 5 youth are current e-cigarette registered users, or yeah, use frequently. Yeah, the high school only is a problem though, I
The high
think.
school dropped down to any tobacco products in 2021 to only 13.4%. So
Yeah,
it's
it's
dropped
just
down considerably from 2019 to 2021.
that
That
could be
literally
people
went down by like half.
that could be people recording less too, reporting less,
I mean,
or
sure,
costs going up where people can't
sure,
afford it.
but you know what it probably was? There was a global pandemic that affected people's respiratory systems, and they were like,
Yeah.
"Yeah, I'm good."
So that's a problem, right? I guess it would be better to look at the stats before COVID, right? To
Which is
like
2019, it's about 20 something percent, to
yeah.
2021, which is 13%. So yeah, it went
Yeah.
down from like 25 point something to 13 point
Well,
something. That's
and you probably imagine cigarettes may have dropped too as well during a respiratory disease.
yeah. Oh no,
The-
I'm not
So
saying teens
yeah,
got
yeah, yeah.
smarter. I'm
The,
saying that it was a fucking respiratory pandemic globally.
but 27%, if it's 27%, what you're saying, that means that's about in line with about like the trends of the like 90s and such. So it's and
That's
this is
funny.
only for people like and this is for high schoolers only, or is it just like young people?
This is middle school and high school.
Yeah, and imagine that number probably might get larger when you get to people that can legally buy it.
Yeah. When you get to college, there's always like, because again, if you were just asking the question in the past 30 days, you could just got into a fucking party and just like had a social cigarette, which I'm sorry, but like, maybe I'm wrong in this, but I think a social cigarette or the occasional cigar or whatever it is, that's not the same as being a smoker. If you have
It's not.
if you had a
I don't think
pack of
anyone would say
cigarettes
it
over
is
the
though.
course of the past year, you're not a smoker, right? If you're not smoking at least, 5 cigarettes a day, you're not a smoker. Like you're just going through a phase. So, I mean, don't mean to hard and fast that, but you know what I'm saying. Like,
Yeah, you have
you get the
to.
spirit of what I'm saying.
Yeah, you have to consistently smoke to be call yourself a smoker. But this is about if you have smoked, which I think is also an important thing to notice. Point, right? How many people are trying nicotine?
I mean, that's
Like
always gonna be a thing. That's
I
gonna be
mean,
around
like
forever.
if I was on a survey, have you smoked nicotine in the past year? It'd be no, right?
I'm a yes, because I don't. Cigarettes are gross. Vaping is gross, but cigars. I like
Vaping?
cigars.
I mean,
Yeah,
vaping's
vaping's gross. I mean, why the fuck would I want to inhale just straight tobacco? That's gross. Cigars taste good.
no, but people get. Well, one of my friends when I was a freshman he had mint,
Yeah,
mint,
gross.
mint vape. It was quite nice
I,
actually.
I
I remember
remember
that.
it's like hookah.
uh,
Like Brittany likes hookah. She's like, oh, I like the hookah and all the
doesn't
flavors. And I'm like,
doesn't Josh like hookah?
Yes. I'm like, like I'll do hookah with somebody, but like it's not my thing. I don't want flavored. I want a cigar. But Josh also doesn't do like flavored hookahs either. Like Josh, well, he might do that too. But Josh also
No.
likes the like quality hookahs because Josh used to be a cigar smoker, so he likes it with like quality tobacco inside there. So, but like all this, it's like when people would roll their blunts, like roll marijuana, in like flavored blunts. It was so gross. Like nothing's worse than like, shotgunning a like a cherry flavored blunt. Like blah, so gross.
Oh,
So
I'm downloading some. I'm reading parts of the methodology right now.
but,
Using my college education voice to read the methodology that I have no idea what it's about because I can't.
head out, Joey. Bye. I have to go to sleep anyways. I have some rest.
Yeah.
Well, I have to go to bed anyways. I'm probably on my laptop for another half hour. Get some like stuff I got to look into.
Yeah, I imagine my internet
hey,
might be
Steve, while I
potentially
have you, sorry, 1 second. Steve, while I had you, I started watching a video to see how to best judge the room there, and like legit did some research on the average sized rooms of that style just to get an understanding. So I wanted to see it in like a 3D space as well as like the 2D overlay, and then was doing some research on those kinds of rooms in like real world situations to get like an understanding of like square footage and whatnot, so I can get like a good idea of like how it feels. So so that's pretty cool. In case I suppose I never announced this yet, so mini announcement, and then I'll go. And I should probably talk about other streams too. But Steve stepped up to the ultra tier on Patreon. He became what's called the Divine Patron, which means that he is individually sponsoring a 4-session campaign. It's a mini series. He came up with the plot, sent me a bunch of material to study and read to get an understanding of it. And I've been doing that, and it's really, really fucking cool concept he came up with. So right now I'm starting to build it out. I have to like make maps or whatever for it because of what it is. It's a really cool idea, and I'm trying to find my PCs. So I'll probably run with 3 PCs. We'll see if I can get it or not. It'll probably be done on Tuesday evenings, just because it's the only day. I might be able to pull off Thursdays, but like usually Thursday I'm a fucking zombie. Even Tuesday kind of sucks because I have to get sleep for Wednesday. But so one of those two I'll do it, and I will yeah. It'll either be 1 day a week for 4 weeks, or it'll be 2 days a week for 2 weeks. All 4 sessions. So I'm really excited about the concept. So legit, it's really cool. So him and I are touching base this Sunday to solidify the details. Well, you froze.
Wow.
You froze.
Did I? Oh, I was uploading something on Drive.
You're good. All right. Anyways, I will catch y'all later. Just thought you might want to know that there's a nifty side campaign, and he gets to choose what country. It's in Aurorum. He gets to choose which country it takes place in, which factions are involved, like the whole arc. So Steve's like, I want to see this part of the country. Let's do this story. And I was like, okay,
that's cool. I guess. Yeah.
Yeah. Fuck yeah. Okay. I guess we're gonna do that story. All right. Anyways,
yeah,
I will catch y'all later.
Goodbye, chat.
Let's go find somebody to raid. I gotta go to my bed, my laptop. I've been staring at it since 8:45 this morning. Pretty much nonstop. Rory's not here, so I was like, oh, should I rest after? No. Brittany's like, well, since Rory's not here, I'm just gonna veg and watch TV. I was like, okay, I'll sit on my laptop and do work.
Yeah.
So I've literally been on my computer more or less nonstop since like 8:45 a.m.
Damn, that sucks.
Yeah, well, that's the way it goes.